Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here is what happened while we were away. We just had a headline out before we got on air. It was the UN Secretary General's personal envoy is currently en route to Tehran to pursue consultations. Now, this is unconfirmed. It's only coming from one X account, but nonetheless, markets did pop on that. We saw crude also pull back on that. As we always talk about, markets are always looking for a reason to go up. But again, that is unconfirmed. We will find out shortly in a bit, I suppose, if that is true. We also had a 3-year bond sale. Tensions with Iran pushed up borrowing costs slightly today, but that didn't really scare off buyers when the U.S. government sold the 3-year bond. The sale actually went really well, surprisingly. The government got to borrow at a rate of 3.897%, which was a bit cheaper than expected. Demand was strong. For every dollar of bonds available, buyers wanted $2.68 worth more. That's the best turnout since November. Foreign investors snapped up about 75% of the bonds, the most since September 2024, and well above the norm. Their enthusiasm came partly because large domestic buyers like mutual funds stepped back, taking in the smallest share of the year, and Wall Street banks, who are required to take whatever's left over, basically ended up with a pretty normal share, so that was a good sign. We had the New York Fed's one-year inflation expectation out earlier. It came in at 3.42% for March. That is a meaningful jump from 3% previously, although it did come in a touch below the 3.5% the market was looking for. Still, it was enough to keep the curve steepening move going that started earlier this morning, and there's room for a lot more. The most important part of this is most of the rise in the long-term yields since the conflict broke out has been real yields, not inflation expectations. In fact, break-evens have barely moved. But if the Iran situation keeps injecting uncertainty in both inflation and growth outcomes, you're going to see investors demand even steeper premiums to hold that duration. So something to keep an eye out on the yield curve. We also have more news and private credit worries starting to slide into the muni world, believe it or not. So concerns are building up in the concerns that have been building up in the private credit industry are starting to inflict pain on a rapidly growing segment of the U.S. municipal debt market. And that is of energy bonds. They're called prepaid energy bonds. These securities allow municipal utilities to buy electricity or gas at a discount, locking in decades of supply up front and savings they can pass on to their customers. And investors are pointing to deals involving insurer Athene Annuity and Life Company, which is owned by Apollo Global Management, one of the biggest asset managers who have slid among those private credit jitters. Some of those prepaid energy bonds have weakened more than benchmark munis, which are slumping along with the rest of the fixed income as soaring oil prices spark inflation concerns. So keep an eye on credit. We don't really talk about this that often, it seems, because obviously the conflict in Iran is taking most of our attention, but just be aware we might have a little bit of contagion and the credit markets spreading into energy bonds. And then last but not least, we have Elon Musk is partnering with Intel on his ambitions that ambitious Terafab project. We talked about that before, which aims to build specifically designed chips for SpaceX, XAI, as well as Tesla. Obviously, the partnership is a win for Intel, which has struggled in recent years. And a reminder, last year, the Trump administration bought a 10% stake in the company for around $9 billion to help secure the American chip makers' business. So we have Intel up about 3% today on that news. And with that, I will pass you off to Jim for an Edge report.
Thank you, Tracy. Let's take a look at crude. Daily candle up on the chart. We still have this mammoth red candle from the 9th of March. If you notice the peak high, 119.48 or $119.48. Didn't quite get there today. Today's high was $117.63, so a little shy of $2. We'll see if we get there. That's still a target on my radar screen, and that's a short-term target. There's more above that. All the moving averages are just sloping up nicely here. We have 3 candles in a row where we have a higher high and a higher low. Also very bullish. We have a little bit of volume nodes also developing. This bigger one here at 111.50, and then one a little bit above that at 114.98, rounded off to 115. So we'll see if that develops any more to create a double distribution. Right now, the primary point of control still is at 94.77. And remember, I anchored this back from that big mega candle. So you could anchor these volume profiles on a daily chart to whatever day you'd like. A lot of times I do it by the beginning of the month. Another place that would make sense is all the way back here when we had this big break, when we had this leap above this area, this gap, this $1.37 gap back on the 27th, really when the war started. But I'm keeping it here because this was the most important price discovery day since we reached all the way up and reached all the way down. Let's keep going forward. RSI's, above 70, but that doesn't really mean anything right now. It just means that the momentum is strong, which it is. Intraday, we have a really nice volume profile, to be honest with you. It's very symmetrical, very Gaussian. Maybe the tail at the bottom's a little bit deeper than the tail on the top. That's obvious, but the value area is kind of nice. And right now, the point of control is magically lining up with that 0 DTE call resistance we've been talking about right there at $115. So I have my eye on that still. And not only that, it's close to the session VWAP. That's the white line. So you have 3 areas of interest pretty close together right now. Yeah, we had a dip toward the bottom of the value area. The bottom of the value area is at 114.09. The top is at 116.63, so it's a pretty decent sized value area right now. Buyers tend to be coming in right here to the last 1, 2, 3 wicks so far, a little bit south of that 114. Buyers brought us back up. Right now, this candle is still cooking, still percolating, so we're not sure where we're going here. But I do have my eyes at a move back up toward that point of control. Remember, this is a news-driven market. As we get closer and closer to the deadline, any news, most of it's illegitimate, in other words, not true, or it's going to change right away, is hitting and it's moving prices around. So if you're trading crude oil, usually you might want to consider getting in the micros, maybe giving yourself a little bit wider breadth for these big swings that we've been seeing. So be careful. A breakout to the upside, should things get really bad, really ugly, we have that R2 up here all the way up to 118.91, JAX 2 at 120, and then that one-day max from MenthorQ at 120.72. On the downside, we do have the daily pivot. We've penetrated that once. We closed below it once, but then we bounced right back above it at 112.32. So that's a key level for me. And then that put support, not the 0 DTE, and let me double check that, make sure. It is it is the 0 DT put support level. These are based on options that are going to expire today. We're well north of that right now, suggesting a grind as opposed to a velocity move. Call resistance down here is at 110 if we do break through. If we do break through, we could break through quickly, by the way. So that's crude oil, and I just want to go back over to the E-mini S&P trade, which did not pan out for me, and I'll tell you why. Let's let the data percolate here for a second. Remember, we were looking for that VWAP touch as an opportunity to perhaps get short. But what happened was we broke through VWAP heartily Right. It wasn't even like a contest. And we didn't get that confirmation candle, right? The next candle is the confirmation candle. We're supposed to dip back below it, trigger the signal. Didn't happen. So if you jumped the gun there, you probably would have got stopped out. I hope you would have got stopped out because look how high this wick went. This was all the way up to 66.47. So that was a big wick. Now, why do I have that circled there? Because, that edge full data, remember yesterday we didn't have the same statistics. Yesterday we had an 80% chance of a single break and only a 15% chance of a double break in the E-mini S&P of the initial balance. Today, Tuesday's data, this is based on the last 6 months, it was only a 57.69% chance of a single and a very high 42.31% chance of a double break. And sure enough, we had the double. Even when we were way down here, scratching our head going, wow, that's a 60 handle move onto the upside to get a double break. Well, the stats are the stats. It happened. These wicks wicked through the top of the initial balance. So thank you, Edgeful, for that really keen insight on the differences of Mondays versus Tuesdays. All right. That is this afternoon's Edge Report. We are ready for the main event, trading the close. We have Joey is with us. We have Nick for a tick as advertised, and we have a last-second substitution from LA. He's a right-hander. He's coming in. XYZ is subbing for Leo the Big Cat. How you guys doing?
Let's go. What's up, Jim?
I'm assuming XY is right-handed.
What's up?
Are you right-handed?
No, I'm left-handed. Actually, well, it's hard to say. I play all sports and do everything with my right, but when it comes to like utensils, let's say chopsticks or writing, it's my left.
What's the word for that? You're like
ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
But
yeah.
I don't know if that qualifies because anything that requires like more, I guess, more precision, it's with my left.
Well, which hand do you signal when you play baccarat?
Signals. No signals.
When you
I just
say
put my
stick
chips
or
there.
hit or something or no?
Just put my chips. Oh, I use my right. Yeah, if it's like if I'm passing on the hand, I'll use my right.
Yeah, you're a righty.
But it's like a sport, like I said, it's sports. I use my right.
Is it a
So
sport?
it's a sport.
Oh my goodness.
The real question is what hand is the buy and sell hand?
That's the right hand. That's the mouse.
I mean, I don't know anyone, even like any lefty that uses a left-handed mouse. Do you?
Actually, that is true. I've never heard
I'd
of
be
that.
I don't know actually. Yeah.
worried if I've met someone that actually used a left-handed mouse to do everything, I would immediately.
My brain would fry.
Yeah,
I'm
that
a
would
bona
be
fide
weird.
lefty. And when I have to DocuSign something, you know how some of them you have to actually write in cursive your name? I can't do it. It's a line.
Oh yeah, if I'm writing, it's left
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm a lefty eat in everything but like throw. For some reason, I'm right-handed for like throwing a football or baseball.
In baseball, left-handed pitchers were always the best.
Yeah,
They were
Is that
always the
so?
hardest to hit for me.
Yeah, well, I'm
Is
an
that
exception to that
so?
rule.
Yeah.
I think the left-handed NBA players are good shooters as well. James Harden, Ginobili. Yeah, there's some good left-handers in there.
There you
So
have it.
hey, maybe chat's onto something. They said left-handed people are geniuses. I don't know. Jury's still out on that. You might see otherwise for the next 2 hours, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, well, let's go around the horn and get to work here, guys. Let's start with you, Joey. What are you thinking today?
I'm thinking the market is just holding up right now, which is quite surprising to be honest, especially with the news that we'll probably be having come out tonight. I'm kind of anticipating bad news for the markets, so I'm surprised that the market's holding up. I'm a little upset, Jim, because I wasn't at my charts this morning, and I had two textbook setups play out for my IB strategy, and I wasn't around to see them. So I did miss an IB low failure here. That was a textbook long for me that I had missed, and then also a 50% retracement here at the IB mid I had missed as well. So wasn't at my charts this morning. A little upset that I missed them, but ever since we failed the IB low down here, we have been just on a steady rise. Right now, currently trading at 208. So we'll see what happens. I mean, we have big news later on. Right now, I'm kind of waiting to see if we retrace back to the IB mid, if we get any reaction there. There could be some opportunity there for me. I'm not really anticipating any IB high or low levels coming into play. It could be a chop session the rest of the day, but I really want to see what happens when we get back to IB mid.
Okay, and Joey, for people who are brand new here, explain what IB is and explain what IB mid is.
Yeah. IB is just initial balance. It's the first hour of the trading session. I trade off IB high, IB low, meaning that's the IB high is the high of the first hour of the trading session. IB low is the low of the first hour of the trading session. You can see it marked there on the green line for IB high and low, or the red line for IB low. And the IB mid is just that middle of the range, the very middle of the IB of that first hour. And that's what I look at there. And my bread and butter strategy is those failed auctions, what you see here, those breakouts below IB low, and then coming back up into the range and catching longs back to the IB mid.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Nick, what are you thinking, man?
I mean, we are in a relatively tight range so far to kick off this week. Obviously, headline news is all that really matters right now. I'm not looking to get too bearish unless, a rogue tweet or statement comes out here, unless we start to build or get a flush back below kind of that 150s to 130s area. Otherwise, I might be sitting on my hands looking for longs kind of around the 200s to like 190s kind of spot, basically the point of control for today's session, last week, this week, like everywhere down to that kind of like 160s area. But yeah, I don't know if I want to do a whole lot. Market just definitely seems like it's in a wait and see pattern.
Yeah, no, it's funny, Nick. KTV just said in the chat, feels like the market's waiting for some positive tweet.
It wouldn't shock me. I mean, we all know our commander-in-chief loves to watch the market more than a lot of other things. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows
You might be watching the stream right now.
No,
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. We got it. Yeah, it might be this guy at Cooper7.
He loves watching NT Live.
That could be it.
Look, there he is in the chat. DJ2 here.
Oh, man. All right. Last but not least, XY, what do you think?
Not much. Volume profiles pretty much speak the language here. We had this attempt up here, all the build, and then they 1, 2, 3 times fell under, and now we're building under, and it looks like the opposite of down low. We had the build. They decided, we're not that interested. It went all the way up. Now we have a build. They decided, not interested. And now we're building lower. So this could rotate back, but it's pretty narrow. It's a single node right now to like 140s. And it seems like there is a pretty responsive bid there. If you look at the profile, it's a pretty steep drop off, which means there is someone in front of it, or there's a bid in front of it. But if they can chew through that, maybe we can just rotate all the way back. But for now, upside, I probably won't prefer a continuation upside because it'll be more difficult, I think, to take the long side on this market rather than a reversion back into like 140s and maybe lower, just because of how the volume's shaping up. But
Okay.
I'm ready to scalp whatever.
I just wanted to say, could you kind of talk a little bit about the cliff? I guess you called it the cliff, or where the volume profile.
It's not like a pretty like a smooth taper into a low volume spot. It's like I don't want to say a ledge, but it's like a ledge. It's like a cliff where price gets into this area, and it has a hard time even transacting, sweeping just a few points under, which means this is really responsive right here. 5-day rolling is showing that. Intraday is showing this same spot taper. They're not really pressing this on the sell side just yet. Maybe they will, but that's the information we have to use. If they're not going to be able to get above this line here, which is the difference between this volume and, now it's a lack of, I wouldn't be surprised if we rotate to the 140s, maybe take some scalps. I'm waiting for the tape. So I'm on a little side quest. I have a set of 5 live accounts with a prop. I don't know if I could say, but it's the greatest one. And we'll do a little thing where I'm just going to scalp like I used to. We're going to see how much money you can make just with a set of 5 accounts.
I mean, AJ would
you guys
probably
will follow me on the journey right here. And I'm ready to put some scalps on. They're sitting at 450 right now. They are live. They're not sim funded. They're live. They're sitting at 450 a piece. So it's about 2K or something on the day. But I'm waiting for, when I'm in scalp mode, I'm waiting for decisive tape. We are not seeing that right now. So I can have a thesis that's, look, we're going to rotate through. But if the tape isn't decisive, I will sit out of it.
Yep.
I'm not going to participate. So
All right. That's discipline. I love it.
we'll
All
do
right, you
something a little
guys.
different.
I thank you for being here. NinjaTrader community, everybody listening, everybody in the chat, thank you for being part of the NinjaTrader Live family. This is the best stream chat I've ever been involved in. Everybody helping each other out. Love that. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. That means a lot to me and all the folks that are behind the scenes working hard. So let's let these young traders do their thing. I'm going to dip in the chat and wish them the best of luck.
Thanks, Jim. Man, he said young traders. I kind of like that.
Not these three.
I mean, we're by today's standards, I think we're in the
Definitely
back
not
nine.
these three.
especially in the streaming world. I think we're in the back nine.
Man, fellas, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
How have you guys held up today?
I did a little bit off the open, but since then my mom's in town, so we went and had some fun with the baby, and
Ooh.
yeah, didn't trade a whole lot. Basically just like
The
one
in-laws, huh?
little trade to the short side, and that was about it. I would have loved to try to long this again over 24K, but I was busy at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little salty that I was not at my charts this morning and missed what I missed. That's a little upsetting. I mean, it was the A plus of all A pluses.
I did take that long too. That was
Did you?
amazing,
God, bro.
I didn't hold it all the way through. No way. I just took it back to the dive, which is, I don't know, I think it was like 80 points.
Yeah, did you take it right back as soon as it got
80
back
out of
above
like
below?
friggin' 400.
Yeah.
I think I took it to 030s.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I nabbed the low. I took it to 030s. It's about 80 points. It's not the idea was just that to take a reversion back to where the 90 MA was, and it played out. I definitely did not anticipate a full reversal. So
Yeah.
different setups, but same trade. So that one paid pretty
Man,
nice.
it was it was pretty clean. Especially
Painless.
on like seeing that wick on the 5-minute, just us wicking out and then buyers sending us straight back above that IB low level. And I mean, beautiful long. Was I on my boat? No, I wish I was on my boat. I would love to be on the boat. I probably wouldn't catch anything, but I would love to be on the boat. What are you guys anticipating for tonight?
What's tonight?
What is tonight?
I think we got some big Trump news, don't we?
Oh, don't we always? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I'll trade it tomorrow morning.
The markets
with
actually
XY.
don't exist to me. After cash close.
I'm kind of in. You know, it's funny. I've done such a good job. I feel like to start this year out of operating like that, where unless somebody is at mentioning me at this point in Discord or something, like I don't care. I'll see it in the morning.
Tonight is that
grown up.
ultimatum thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the deadline.
But nothing ever happens, so nothing is going to happen.
yeah, I was listening.
The
to that. Every
day
time you
something
think something's
actually
cooking,
happens means I will go to the charts. But 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, nothing ever happens. Insert the
every
meme.
time it's like widely anticipated, the market's going to just do something erratic. It's nothing. Trump's just gonna tweet like, "My bad, I was crashing out. I was hungry. Feel a little better after eating."
Was
My
having a
I
bad
was just
day.
hungry. My bad, y'all. I get a little crazy.
Thompson, his post on True Social is just JK.
Just needed a Snickers.
Oh,
I just want to see some decisive tape. We can do a little scalping.
yeah. I mean, it might be a little tough. this afternoon. Just, I mean, it could be
Yeah.
just a big chop fest.
It
Market
likely
could also
is.
be waiting.
It was nice to see that we got some decent movement today, throughout the morning.
Yeah, I mean that reversal was pretty insane.
Yeah, it was.
I'm still in shock that it happened.
Yeah, it was a pretty big move up. I mean, from the low there to where we went from range to range. I mean, from about
We can get a
358
little
points.
downside action here.
From IB low to IB high. I mean, range to range is pretty well moved.
Hey Nick, are reoffer rebid zones simply a support and resistance zones aligned to a high volume node? It could be a high volume node. It could be an LVN. It could be just a horizontal cran line that I have manually drawn. But yeah, most of the time they correspond with spots that I mean, a lot of the time I would say more LVNs or like points of control, because that's where likely you're going to see some aspect of either immediate decision from the market, which would be more of like an LVN, which either we're going to run right through it or we rebid or reoffer right out of it.
I think the beautiful thing is I don't care what anyone calls what. Everything is essentially support and resistance. Just is what it is.
But yeah,
And a lot of times it's just a swing high and swing low. Like you
You
guys
know,
can see.
that's facts. If you really get down to it, it really is.
yeah.
You guys
Well,
could see like I'm volume this. I'm marking up this volume because blah blah blah. But like at the end of the day, it's support and resistance.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is at a swing point. Like
And
ain't
it
gotta
doesn't
be
even matter if I've seen people come up with the same exact levels without using something as simple as like a volume profile like X, Y, and I do. Like it could be as simple as just, hey, these are a bunch of spots where candle bodies or wicks overlap on a certain time frame, and that equates to something similar to what you might see on a volume profile. So it might be called something differently too. It just depends. Yeah, supply and demand. Some people call it that.
I literally would have like all this typed up and I post it and it's like this mumbo jumbo wall of text about volume profile and how I found this level or did this. And one guy can be like, bro, I just drew a line and it broke. And why don't you just do that? And I'm like, hey, that's true. Look, you right. Or one guy at some point, he was like, dude, all you needed to do was draw a fib level and it was right there. I was like, hey, look, you right. I cannot refute that. It's just not my language, is all it is. Okay. Everyone's got a different language. Mine takes, I don't know, maybe 2 sentences to say 3 words. Possible. But as long as it speaks to you, I think it's valid. Unless you're not making money from it, then it's not valid.
XY, you say you have some live accounts?
Yes, I got a batch of 5 of these, so
Nice.
maybe I think lately the market's been spitting out pretty good opportunities. So sometimes I would just scout, I would just trade off stream, and then I don't really want to touch the accounts after like my live account.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm pretty good. Or like sometimes I'm like, I would like to end the week here, and it's like Tuesday or Wednesday, but you got to be on stream. So I'm like, maybe I'll just like, I'll start a little side quest. We'll scalp these live accounts on stream, and then I'll be that. I mean, if you multiply your gains across 5, you're making
a good
plenty of
day.
money.
I need
Honestly.
some lucid live accounts.
Yeah, I might know a guy.
I should probably work and actually try to do some.
I might know a guy. Hey, if you slip me $100 bill or something, I might get you a conversation.
Yeah,
You're
we
talking
might know
about
we
the
might
hottest
know
club
the
promoter in
same
town.
guy. It's possible. Your hookup might be my hookup. We'll have to cross reference.
Yo, let me get an introduction.
100. Everybody gotta slip me $100.
It's just send me the Venmo, bro.
I have a weird feeling this is gonna.
Robin, how did you find it? You're not supposed to be able to find that.
What did you do?
He said, I just went to your website and purchased your premium course for $2,999. Now what?
I'm
You weren't
waiting
supposed to
for
find that.
I'm waiting for someone to send me like something like that of my course, just iframed onto somebody's like HTML page with a payout or not payout, a checkout window, and I'm just gonna laugh. I've been waiting for that to happen.
Do I ever test trading ideas in prop? Yeah, that's pretty much how I got to where I am. Like, just tried a bunch of things. And it was because props exist. I'm telling you guys, if props didn't exist, I don't think I'd make it through like 2021. Promise you. So, yeah.
I
It
probably would have
allowed
been
me
laid
to.
off a second time.
Guys, stop burning out my premium Discord.
Joe, you shared your IB indicator info last time, and I got it way better than the one I was using. Yo, appreciate that. Yeah, we actually just pushed a major, I actually pushed a major update to to the IB indicator. Now you can do a lot of different things with it. But a lot of people asked if you could remove historical data on it, and we updated it to where now you can remove historical data if you only want to see like current day initial balance and not previous day. You can now remove historical data, and you can also now change the line colors. I know a lot of people like their IB high and IB low to be different colors. So now you can change the colors. And then we also added this little data box down here. You can see the data box for what the session that you're trading. The IB status, it says locked, it means IB is closed. It shows the IB range, the ATR, the range percentage, ATR position. We're inside the IB, distance to breakout, as well as IB volume. There's a lot in the data box there that you can now see. And then also the biggest, I think this is probably the second biggest one, was changing it to different sessions. If you if I pull up my settings here on the IB, so now on active session, you can choose between New York, Asia, London, Globex. You can see a lot of different, choose between whatever session you want to trade. So pretty sweet. Big update on it. Took a lot of the feedback and made it something. And then also, how do you remove historical data? If you scroll down, if you open settings here, it says show historical data or historical levels. If you have that checked, it's going to pull up the IB for different days. Let me zoom out here to show you. I'll show you how it works. It'll show the IB range for different days. But if you go here and uncheck that, you'll see it all disappear, and then it'll only show current days initial balance, right? And so here's all the settings where you can choose the different sessions. The line styles, width, you can choose dotted, line, solid, whatever. You can do more multipliers. Let's see what else. And then here's a data box to show whatever you want to see in the data box there. So a lot of different things added that you can play with. What's the indicator called? It's IB. If you go into indicators on TradingView and type IB first hour, you'll see it come up there. J Morgan 11, that's me. And yeah, give it a look. It is free.
But is it absolutely free, Joey?
It is absolutely free.
No email sign up.
No email sign up.
Ooh.
Just hop on in, type in IB first hour, click add the chart, and you're good to
Might
go.
be.
I would like to get it into NinjaTrader. Honestly, I don't know how to do the conversion. I might have to have someone at NinjaTrader help me with that. But
Maybe someone in chat could tell you. I'm trying to debate if I
would
should
like
put.
to have it in NinjaTrader.
I'm in for a little scalp here. Risking 6, a little less than 6. For 20, it looks like. I might put on another contract. We'll see. Got a nice 10 points earlier, but it came back. Didn't want to put it break even just yet. Tap me out of that.
I just don't know if this is
I
going to
am
break.
looking for some downsides, so keeping my eye on this.
Maybe I should put a buy me coffee button on my site. The second I put I paywall things, it was going to mean that time that I've invested is no longer like fruitful for me, where it's just become like a time suck. So until that day happens and I don't feel like it's taking time away from what my other things I do, trading or time with my family, that it'll all still be free.
Yeah, charging for stuff brings obligation.
Yeah, because at any point, like I can take the course down, I can close everything off, I could go back to a 9 to 5 if I wanted and just disappear forever, and I don't feel like I owe anybody anything.
And if someone just tells you like, look, I clicked on your stuff, I hate it, it's garbage, why would you do this? You wasted my time. And it's like, look, you didn't pay for it, so shut up.
Mm-hmm.
You get the privilege of being able to say, look, what'd you pay for it? Nothing. Shut up.
There was like one piece of feedback from the course like that where I was just kind of wanted to be like, dude, it's free. Like, thank you for the edits, but it's free.
I think like critique or criticism is fine, but when you're like actually complaining about it, it's like, hey, look, I didn't even charge you for it. Just relax. Don't look at it again if it offended you so badly.
I'm a good boy. I meant for people to appreciate I feel appreciated. I think 99% of like the positive comments and hearing from people that it's helped them, that it's helping them understand the markets more effectively than they have by looking at things like volume, in a way that they hadn't before. Like that stuff, that's valuable to me. Like I said, I'm just glad that I'm able to kind of pay it forward in the space. So I don't really need anything now.
Yeah, I mean, I think like as a whole, the whole NT Live crew, we receive way more positive feedback on stuff than negative. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's very like few and far in between. So it definitely is not an issue.
Day 212. Thanks. I'm hopefully gonna keep that going. That's the one I'm worried about, being more of a time suck in some capacity when I'm doing the game plan every day. So, but for the time being, yeah, it'll all be out there, which is basically just a written version of what's in my head every day. I'm a Substack guy now. XY, if you didn't hear.
Big Substack? No way.
Completely free
That's insane.
until it becomes a time suck and I either stop doing it or I have to paywall
Until
it.
further
It's the only
notice.
thing that'll motivate me to keep doing it.
I've got a short that's cooking pretty decently right now, or a little scalp, but I think I might want to add a second contract. The tape is slowing down, which I don't like, but if they can speed this up, can make a better choice here.
The
Oh,
XY
geez,
and
Smitty,
Nick,
you got it.
What's up?
XYZs and Nick's, I think you mean playbooks, were game changers. Thank you guys. Well, you're welcome. He meant playbooks, yes.
Appreciate it.
Make sure you're subscribed to XY's YouTube because he does video breakdowns of things that happen where I just tell you vibes was the reason I got into that long. He will explain the vibes that we saw.
Can try to articulate the vibes.
Yeah, I
haven't
can't
posted anything for like 3 weeks, but I need to make. Yeah,
I don't think there's been like maybe there's been a few if you like actually were in the trade and remembered to replay it eventually, but there's nothing that like truly stands out to me. We've kind of been, I feel like the really vast V's and things have happened in the overnight and stuff. At least the last like
unfortunately,
week or so.
yeah, it'll eat up so much of the range. Globex just eats up the range.
Yeah.
I think that was my opportunity to add, but I'll hold on to these, or I'll hold on to this one line. It's so weird, like going back. I feel like I'm back in 2021 right now, just scalping
For a few, hopefully like
just,
$500.
Yeah, like I'm in about like 15 points right now, but it's like, why would I take anything here? It makes no sense.
Honestly, it's just that's kind of the market we're in. It's like when it's headline driven, like literally anything could happen in the next like 1 minute, right? So it's like, it's just a market where you see money, just take it, dude. Like put it in the pocket.
Yeah. There's a piece that comes with that too. It's like, yeah, so what? It was a big move, but you just wait a little bit, wait for some tape, get paid, and just call it. That's something that I did enjoy.
It comes with also just being okay with like not catching the whole move. Like even if you are scalping and just say you take, 20 points on a trade, 15 points on a trade, and then it moves 100 and like you're fine with it moving and you took what you know you should have.
Yeah, I'll just leave
That's
this
kind
here.
of
We'll see.
where I've been. I mean, I've been in scalp mode as well, just kind of seeing green, taking green, putting it, keep it in the account. And there's plenty of times where I've done that, and I see, price move another 80 to 100 points after I took profit. It's like, well, yeah, I could have held on to that, but it's like, how do I know? How would I have known that that move was going to happen? It could have easily pulled back, or a headline could have came out, a tweet could have came out, and then just smoked a stop loss. It's like, today I feel like this market for me especially is a season where it's like I'm taking scalps all day long and I'm happy with that.
I got a stop break even. We came pretty close to my 20 points there.
Are you just scalping for 20?
Just for this one, it's right where VWAP is, so it's like a quick scalp down. I mean, I think if it does hit this take profit, it's about like $1,000 per account at this point, which is, I'm happy with that. Just doing some scalps, just really managing risk. I mean, my stops have been like anywhere from 5 to 6 points. So we got close. I think this has a decent chance of taking me out break even before it goes to 175. But even then, there's always a re-entry. So the way I trade is, look, I need to really, if I'm scalping, I'm so risk focused. Like I don't want to. I will miss out on something so that I don't incur like a loss, even a really small one. All right, so we filled. All right, we're up pretty decent on these accounts. Let's do it.
Nice.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to do the best I can to articulate this stuff. It's gonna be new because you guys are used to seeing me layer in, take the bigger moves and stuff, but I got to a point where the market has really blessed me since March, and I don't want to always be
This thing right here.
Thank you. Everyone here, all three of us are old enough to know what that is. I know that. But yeah, want to limit the exposure to my live account, my actual cash account, the way I did before. It's better for it. So sometimes you'll just see me scalping on stream. I'll let you guys know. Look, we're scalping today. A big thing is I need to see pretty decisive tape. If it's what we were seeing earlier before, like the market started to move lower, it's very indecisive. And the beauty of scalping is you can just wait for it. It's never too late to get onto a move because you're scalping. And so that kind of adds like a piece of being able to be patient too, because I'm not looking for the top to extract this many points and whatnot. I just one or two lots, maybe 15 points, maybe 20, maybe if it's crazy enough, you trail one and the market might give you 10, the market might give you break even, the market might give you 70. And it's all about managing downside.
Mm-hmm. That was always what helped me with props. It's just like you got to protect especially in funded. It's like you just got to protect the downside because you've already you're that close to, I guess, making money, getting a real payout. So sometimes it just makes sense to go break even earlier than you historically would have. Trail if you never really do that, just to lock in some gains. Keep that drawdown at bay. Keep growing the account so that you can get closer to a payout.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we're trading 20 points lower than my 20-point TP. So sure, I could have held it for 40, but that's not what I'm doing when I'm scalping. I actually just when the tape starts to really move, when it starts to be decisive and it looks like they're about to make this decision for the next 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 points, you take that, you move on, let them figure out their feelings elsewhere, and maybe you move on same direction. Maybe it's a counter trend scalp. For me, it's a pretty, I don't know, I like it. I enjoy it. That's why I'm always like, I'm a scalper, guys.
I mean, no, the saying is, dude, base hits win ball games.
Yeah, especially if you're trading prop. Base hits will get you that that payout.
Yeah, it will.
Don't follow too closely on the guys that are like, making insane, huge holds on their prop accounts. They bought a lot. Because there's variance. And with variance comes drawdown. And if you're constantly holding for these 8RR, 5RR, 6R moves, variance got you at some point. You had to buy more accounts Defense wins championships. While you bring that up, hey, yes, Spurs might do it. Their defense is looking solid. I think they have the best backcourt defense in Harper and Castle. Any basketball fans, we can debate.
I don't know enough about basketball to debate.
Yeah, it's harder for people our age to watch it too. You know what's crazy? Like sometimes it starts my time. It starts a game can start at 8. It's like, what do you want me to do? Stay up until 10:30, and then start to like wind down, get ready for bed, do all this stuff. Like you're asking for a little bit much. Wemby is the best ever. I mean, I don't know. We got time. Do you ever not quit because your work ethic won't let you stop working? It's hard for me. I'm 50-50 because I'm pretty lazy too, right? That's why I don't have anything that's paid. It's not that I don't want to make, guys, it's not that I don't want to make more money or like I'm on this moral high ground where things should be free. I simply don't want to put the effort in and deal with the obligation. But I work my ass off when I need to. So, I mean, I'm here because I worked my ass off. I'm a first generation immigrant family, only child. I am my parents' last hope, first and last. So I had to work my ass off. They haven't worked for 7 years. My wife hasn't worked for 5 years, maybe longer. Yeah. I think that's the biggest. You can show me whatever car, whatever watch, whatever this you got. But unless your parents, your spouse, anyone you take care of, my uncle doesn't even work. Unless you got that, you're not out flexing me.
I rock with that heavy, dude. Because I my spouse, she's a stay at home. She doesn't work. Now she has like her own little side business because like it's like a passion of hers, but she doesn't have to go to work or have to do anything. She likes the side business thing that she has. But yeah, dude, the stay at home spouse, holy, that's the
Definitely
flex.
helps a lot too. Like
It does. Yeah.
being able to focus on what you need to do because they're taking care of the home.
Yep.
But don't fall victim like everyone in the chat. You're gonna see all this cool shit. But there's no better flex than retiring your parents. So forget all about the other stuff.
Holy chat, stream is getting deep.
Hit the like.
Hit the
Hit the like
freaking
unless you want
button,
your
bro.
parents to work.
What are we talking about? Have a thumb war. How many likes we got on the stream?
I don't even know how we got there. See, I go on these random rants, I swear.
We definitely got there. Chat, we have 113 likes on the stream with 736 people watching. Brother, we should be like 3 hundos by now.
Please, chat, please.
My goodness.
I have just clicked on the like button. Thank you, Hey Jude. I removed my like just to like again. That's okay too. That's acceptable. That's acceptable.
Yes, you can like it multiple times. Just use your other accounts.
Make sure it's odd numbers. Since 1:30 p.m. price and CD are diverging, what does signal to you? 1:30, what time zone? Are you talking about? It's gotta be Eastern, right? What's that
I
like?
don't know.
Is that
Could be.
10:30 my time? 10:30?
What time is it in the
Price
West
has
Coast
been-
right now? Noon?
I don't look at cumulative delta, but on my chart, it doesn't really look that way. It looks like a lot of selling was put in on the tape reader here. You could, let me move this. Yeah, you can see the tape reader. A lot of selling was put in, but eventually it tapers off and the tape kind of goes towards the buy side. So maybe that's a divergence you're seeing. I don't use cumulative delta for this reason. It's a little too like hindsight for me. It relays the information I need a little too late. And then that information, I could see it through so many other inputs that I already have. So I don't use CD. But yeah, I mean, looking at just the tape reader, it looks like they tried to sell a lot and the sell actually kind of just started getting taken over or they're tapering, or I don't know what's going on, but eventually they just puke the sell, right? And it's pretty clean. So nothing weird really happened on my chart.
Mikey says, Uncle Joey, how could you complain about missing the IB trade if you were on a boat? Maybe don't be boating during that time. There's a couple things wrong with this comment. The first thing is I don't give Unc vibes, okay? I'm not Uncle.
Nah, you're already exposed. They know.
Mhm.
They know
I
you're
don't-
56
I-
years old,
I don't-
man.
I
They
don't-
know.
Can we not? I don't give Unc vibes, okay? I'm actually 23. And the second thing is I haven't been on my boat, and it's quite depressing, and I kind of want to be. So, dude, I'm not 45, bro. Granddad vibes. Holy, that's stretching. Sell the boat, won't have to trade. Yeah. Maybe I want the boat, so I get away from trading. Maybe the boat is my peace, chat. From markets that are driven by headlines. I go out on the boat to get away from it and pretend I can fish and not catch anything.
This is that LVN at 140s ish that we could see some buyers potentially stepping back in. If not, look out below.
Yeah. Yeah, sellers coming in. No, chat, I'm not 23. I'm 36, okay?
I would love a spa day.
Dude, spa days, yeah, that'd be...
I need to treat myself more. I don't do it.
I don't look a day over 62. Yo, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Nasdaq is hovering the IB mid with sellers still trying to step up here, so it could get a little dicey to the downside here. Sellers are still picking up. Area I'm watching is the 80s. If sellers are going to continue here, I'm going to be watching the 80s.
Apparently, there's, I don't know, VIX is sitting on the highs. Craig, what is going on? I got to read your things. Iran will add oil facilities. Oh, good. More Iran headlines. Market no likey.
Which reminds me, I mean, I always keep financial juice like pulled up. I feel like financial juice has been late today though, on like news headlines.
Apparently, you got to get the real time data.
I have the subscription to financial juice.
Oh,
But even having the subscription, it seems like today has been late.
I don't bother.
Unless my feed is lagging for some reason. I don't know, but it seems like it's been kind of late today.
Operator error, likely. I guess I just only care when I'm on stream, and at that point, I usually have Tracy or Craig or somebody else lobbing what it is and what's going on, and that's about as close to real time as I guess I need. When it's that, I mean, otherwise it's like, yeah, you're already in a trade and the news is out, and at that point, I'm either going to get stopped or it's going to go in my favor.
Mm.
I guess we got that down move.
When NinjaTrader make free breaking news feed, you just, Grand Lines, you just need to tune into the streams more then, because I think Tracy is about as close to real time as we possibly can get.
Literally, it's like a Bloomberg terminal.
Mm-hmm.
What tick size candles? Not tick. This is volume. These are 500 volume candles that you're seeing on my screen. Hey, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Oh, a lot of sellers coming through here on NAS. Bringing us down 100s almost. Got down to 112.
By the way, if you're registered for the meetup notifications and you're in the Miami or South Florida area, check your emails.
Uh-oh. I'm pumped. I'm going to be there.
Yeah, I'll be there too. That's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
My God.
Next week.
Oh, shit, it is.
Remember when you paper handed your trade scalping?
I was just thinking that right now. I was like, even when I got on the stream and I gave a whole plan, like, what's your outlook? Oh, I think we can make our way all the way down because blah, blah, blah to the 140s and maybe lower. And then you just see me hit like a 20% scale. It'd be like that.
Yep.
I think it's a peaceful thing, you know. You just make your money and you're done and whatever.
Well, it's just like what I said earlier. It's like, you know, you taking the quick hits, so it's just 20-point scalps, knowing it could still run 80 to 100 points even further than your take profit, and just being cool with that.
It helps with FOMO too. Like if you're in scout mode, it's a lot less FOMO because there's going to be so many more opportunities. But you know, you're playing for a move like this. It's like, hey, look, it's come and gone. What are you going to do now? Nothing.
We're still rolling over.
Yeah, Nasdaq's in a free fall right now.
Could totally
Right
be
to the-
scalping the one-sided tape too.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to leave desk for a bit, but yeah.
Losing the week open here. Could get a
Wow.
little spicy. What is the S doing?
There's those 80s. Giving up the 80s.
Knowing this market, it's going to bounce here. Because why wouldn't it? Kidding. I just don't have a good read this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
But I would, if I was going to get long, this would be the spot I would have been waiting for.
Yeah, this is where the move up originated.
I mean, with this amount of selling, I could see IB low come back into play.
Mm-hmm.
That new low a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, not yet.
The Leo stat?
Doesn't kick in until for 4 more minutes. The L period stat, but I think they're going to try to hold this.
Meow.
Yes, they are. Here comes some buyers.
Yeah, they're wicking out of the 80s there on the 5-minute. I don't know if I'm 100% sold on buyers running this thing back up, though.
ES is really heavy down there still. 97s. It's no taper. You thinking about long in this, Nick?
No, I, if anything, would want to get short, maybe at RTH VWAP and that LVN again. If we continue the momentum, if we get above that though, I wouldn't want to be short.
Yeah, I think if they leave ES the way it is right now, it could be a good short.
We got consumer credit here in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind shorts like back in the maybe 130s. Give some sort of pullback to find a good entry on a short on.
130s, 140s would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
the location would be very clean enough to just be like, look, it's a mandatory trade.
Mm-hmm.
You might not make money on it, you might lose on the trade, but it's clean.
Yeah, I think it's a good risk reward there for that.
Hmm.
That
But in
location.
that same spot, Nick.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could get up there though.
I just don't know what I want to do. I just feel like I was away from the desk during like the best part of today and only caught a very small amount of the short off the open. So
Dude, you would have longed that low
probably
for sure, man.
that, or like even like Euro close, the week open long, and then whatever the news was that came out. Like I think that week open long in ES was like that was probably the trade I would have been in if I was at the desk.
Yeah, the
It would have taken a little
really
bit,
clean.
but that was
Really good
once
overflow.
we got above that. I mean, it was gone.
The one thing I'm struggling with is like having been away from the chart this morning. Like I had 2 A+ setups for me show up, and it's like, am I gonna get another? Is the next trade idea that I have or next setup gonna be A+? Probably not. Like it's especially like time of day. So I struggle with that quite a bit actually. When I have two setups like that are A+ and I miss them from being away, it's like, am I gonna get something that's clean later in the day?
Yeah. I always just struggle if I didn't really trade the morning and then trying to come in and like not necessarily force trades is the wrong word, but
Yeah.
try to find opportunities in a slower part of the day when haven't really been like actively watching the tape most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
At least by the transitive sitting at my desk, whether I was trading or not, but just being aware of kind of what's going on. And today I really wasn't until I got back home at like, I don't know, 12:30 my time. And then was jumping on stream about 20 minutes later. So
Lido, I use for ES, I have a footprint. Just look at the order flow. We
big
got
footprint
some
guy, huh?
news here. If Trump commits a crime, Iran will not hesitate to impose heavy costs on US and its partners. Warns oil could hit 200 if Trump acts on threats. So everyone's like,
So
really
really
oil right now.
very, very much diffusing the situation. But we got gas over $4 a gallon here in Texas, which is not something
Bro.
I think I've ever seen in the decade plus I've lived here.
$4 is Cali's absolute low. That's a buy it now price. Literally, you see a 4, you're like, oh, I gotta buy this now. I don't need it, but I'm gonna buy it.
Like I know I've done it in California, but in Texas, I just can't
What's the average
consciously
there?
remember. I mean, dude, I was paying in the like 180s to 250s for like the last year, I feel like, until this happened. Until my last monthly recession report from Costco, which will occur tomorrow, by the way,
$1.80?
folks. Yeah, this was
Dude,
months
you guys
ago.
are time traveling over there to like 2002.
It's been around it hovers in like the low to mid twos pretty much post 2020. That's what it's been in Texas.
Yeah.
But I will get the my usual monthly Costco recession report tomorrow when I go to Costco after the stream XY.
Real news.
So we'll see what
Follow
Costco
that.
price is.
That's gonna be market moving.
490 in 2022. Texas. Yeah, I weirdly enough, I don't remember that in Dallas. Like maybe it just didn't quite creep up above the 4s. I don't remember ever paying over $4 in 2022 for gas here. But maybe I'm just very forgetful. Because I was in the burbs this weekend for Easter and I was just like shaken that it was over $4. So we'll see what Costco has it at.
Ooh, David got Kroger fuel points. My bad.
Yeah, one of my Kroger, so I guess the close one by me, just got gas, so I can use those fuel points. Granted, I don't really shop at Kroger that much anymore. But there's the week open long. I guess that worked. Let's see if they reoffer here on RTH VWAP though. Got the V range there too. I just realized.
Where's our THV WAP at?
Like 130s to 140s.
Yeah, that's the area I'm watching is those 130, 140s.
Got the 90 MA 140s, but that a taper, the LVN right here. This is everything. They start trading 160s. I think I'm just gonna scalp some longs.
I also think part of the reason, I mean, maybe I paid over $4 in 2022 for gas in Texas, but 2022 is when XY and I were like becoming traders and the market was moving insane amounts. So money at that point for parts of that year was imaginary to me because of the way the market was moving and how much I was up and down in a given day.
2022 was when I was finally like hitting my stride.
Same.
And then they gave us that down market where honestly you wake up. For me, it was like wake up, you get to desk whenever you get to desk. Some point within 5-10 minutes, you're gonna click sell, and 15 minutes later, you're turning off your charts because they sold the crap out of it. That was 2022. Like it was insane.
Yeah, my biggest day was still October CPI day of 2022. Caught the short and then caught the V the whole rest of the day.
That is insane. 2022 is still my favorite year of trading.
I think it kind of ruined trading for me because then
We had a little throwback last year.
We
What was
did.
it like February to April?
Yeah, Liberation Day time when
That was nice.
when I had to actually consciously responsibly sizing to micros, which I had really hadn't done in 2022 because I was still an idiot and didn't really know what I was doing. I think in the early parts of the move down, and then I got smarter towards the end of the year and learned how to scale.
I got smarter.
But it was like I didn't make that mistake after I think a few times on stream. XY and I are trying to get into minis and being stopped out instantaneously, and it's like, yeah, it's time. It's micro time.
Micros.
I was trading 15 micros during that February, March.
Yeah.
Anything further was like
Well, it was just
I don't know about
it was
this, chief.
impossible because you had to like figure out what the stop was going to be, and you couldn't do that with minis because we were wicking 25 points every second. It felt like ES was trading like NQ on a normal day. Fun times. Liberation Day.
Heats, good afternoon. Big Frank. Hola.
You didn't get my email for the morning plan. You have to, I didn't spam it to everybody that did the course. You have to actually subscribe and join the Substack. Even though I could add everybody to it, I'm not going to do that.
Something really bad just happened.
What happened?
My accounts are DC'd. It looks like. I think I gotta get on Tradeovate. I'm in profit, right? I think, yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to close it though.
It's yes, it is free. Try the web app of Tradeovate on another screen and see if you can exit.
Yeah, I don't know my credentials like off the top of my head. So
That sounds about right. Yeah, all my prop credentials unfortunately are saved by Google password or something because I would never remember all the hashes and things on those. Like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
There's no way I would either.
I didn't make the passwords, so don't expect me to remember them.
It's working, but I hope that it still didn't take me out of the trade while it's working, so I can actually realize the profits on this. Oh no. It's only one account, is this right? Oh, it did take me out, so I'm not even seeing any of this profit.
Oh, bummer.
Dude.
Yeah, that's annoying.
All right, well, I'm about to TP. Tradeovate is showing one account. Weird.
Man, we got to the 128s and then just sold from there. I really wanted to see 130s, 140s.
All right. So it took me out of that.
Oh.
Okay. So I took a loss on all of them. So I guess it was in.
What the? That's that annoying candle you just hate to see.
Let me try to reconnect.
Yeah, that is an annoying candle,
You
Joey.
have 5 open positions. Do you really want to disconnect?
What?
Yes. I'm confused. Okay, now we're good. Ooh, that sucks. But we move on. All right. That was that. Sometimes it happens. We are still up 500. Dang, that means it took a lot of slippage there.
I mean, you probably have no idea when it actually exited you out of the trade. So
Yeah, yeah.
could have been at the top of that little pushback up to 130.
Yeah. And it's all right. Green is green. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, it's only 2:00.
I still want to see the 130s, 140s. If we get that, I'll pull the trigger on a short.
Yeah, I'm still willing to short. I would want to see what happens up there, though.
Oh, XY, I'm probably heading out to your neck of the woods here soon enough.
What's up?
I'm probably heading to Southern California
Oh, you're going
sooner,
to the
sooner
OC?
than later to visit my parents finally. My
You
mom's
going to
here, so we
OC
were
though,
talking
right?
about it, and I was like, "Yeah, we're probably gonna do the first trip with the baby and head out there." Nick's got to buy another computer. I know, tragic, so that he could do a stream in theory from the beach.
You don't have a laptop? Like
Oh,
a
I
personal
do,
laptop?
but it's currently a headless zombie for my multi-model architecture. So it just sits closed running scripts and things that I
So
push
you don't
to
have
it.
like it's not a personal laptop anymore. It's an
I have
actual
I have
person.
my
It's like a
Mac.
person at this point.
Yes, but I have a MacBook Pro that I can't run Ninja on, and I'm not going to trade Vape blindly from one screen on from California. It's just not what I'm going to do. So I likely am buying another PC.
It
Probably
ain't that
something
bad.
smaller and more compact that I can literally just use for actual like travel to trade, not turn into another eventual part of this computer architecture that I built. I really don't want to spend like more than like $1,000, to be honest. I'm going to be cheap.
What are we thinking, guys? Shorts are still on the table or sellers are cooked?
I fed my computer to Claude. Yeah, did you see some of the stuff for the new model that Anthropic's about to release that is like double benchmarks
Wait, so
on
is
some of the Opus
Anthropic
stuff?
crazier than Claude?
No, well, Anthropic owns Claude. That's theirs.
Oh.
But the new model for Claude, like the new persona, whatever you want to call it, their new one that beats the strongest one they currently have it's kind of like insane, the benchmarks. It's a business write-off. I know, guys. Like I know these things. It's just at the end of the day,
Write
it
that
still
down, write
is.
that down.
It does eat out of cash flow, unfortunately. Whether it's a business expense or not, it does still hurt in the moment. Because the goal is to not actually send a check to Uncle Sam every year. I have yet to find that equation perfectly. I still always am writing a check because things just happen.
Is there a hack to not write a check?
I mean, you have to
Yeah, but it
figure
comes
out
with
which
its risks.
you have to figure out. But I mean, it's probably there's no way to do it for us.
Yeah.
Like for the three of us, there is absolutely no way to you'd be like blindfolded throwing a dart and hoping that what your income at the end of the year for trading and things is going to be. It's impossible. There's no way to know.
I like how it's like, look, we know what your taxes are supposed to be, so do your taxes. And if it's not right, you're going to jail. We know what it's supposed to be, by the way.
Yes, every single thing you ever do with your social or business is tied to an account that links back to you, and we know those numbers because everybody else reports them.
It's like, why don't you just do the tax? Why don't you do it? No, you do it. And if you do it wrong, we'll know, and you'll be in jail.
And make sure you have all your receipts for anything you're trying to write off.
And don't try to trick us because we know exactly what it's supposed to be.
Anyway, Bradley, no, I don't think the chat necessarily always realizes that just because you can write it off for a business doesn't mean it's a free laptop.
Yeah, write it off means money back, full.
It's like the scene from Schitt's Creek where he's like, "Oh no, that's a write off." And he's like, well, who writes it off? He's like, I don't know, the government people.
Yeah, like there's this fallacy where people just think like if it's a write off, like you're not paying for it. Like, no, you still bought it. You definitely still bought it. Looks like shorts might not work, guys.
Yeah, we're in those 130s now. Buyers trying to hold it a little bit.
There's a lot of buying here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the week open held on that second little attempt, but still not a lot of enthusiasm to get over this little LVN sitting here. RTH VWAP, but maybe they'll do it. In which case, like I said, if we kind of started building over this, I wouldn't necessarily want to be short right now because it could just get stupid.
Yeah, this is where they got to get it done, or that's it. Just kind of waiting to see buy side like actually stop getting forward progress.
Get ready, gas around $6 a gallon, guys. I don't say that stuff. This is Texas.
We don't.
We're not going to do that here. We're not going to California, Texas any more than it already is.
Dude, man, you can see like 8 over here.
My mom was telling me, I was like, that is, I can't even imagine paying state taxes honestly, and then having that still.
If you open your door and you just walk outside, you're already down like $50. Just stepping outside your door.
I would just walk.
Get a bike. Everyone's getting bikes.
Let's be serious. I don't really drive that much these days anyway, outside of little things in the grocery store.
Y'all have a ton of Teslas over there. Get a Tesla.
I'm not a Tesla guy. I've learned that. Just not my thing.
You're not a Tesla guy, or you're not an EV guy?
I'm just not a Tesla guy.
Okay. I'm an all-American fossil fuel V8 displacement guy.
My F-150 is a V6. But I still drive the same car. I have a 2017. I have no interest in upgrading it right now. It's been paid off since 2020, so why would I?
Didn't you say you think that your truck is headed towards a really big repair bill soon or something?
Oh yeah. It's been off warranty. Everything. I think the drivetrain is the only thing, the 10-year that still has another year on it technically.
You're getting big milestone repair bill vibes, right? How many bald eagles in that?
it gets about 4 Big Macs per bald eagle.
Yeah, having no car payment is definitely nice.
Sounds like an F-150. Yes, correct. No, guys, my F-150, because of COVID and because I never actually went back to a job, my truck has like less than 50,000 miles on it, and it's 10 years old.
Wow. Yeah, that's
so there's no point in not keeping it and just driving it into the ground. It's served its purpose.
Dude,
it doesn't cost me that much for
Yeah.
insurance for the year. I really don't drive enough where it's like, oh, it eats a ton of gas. Like I don't go anywhere really. So I think if I can keep it and eventually maybe a part of my life expands and I have some land, then it just becomes a ranch truck that I'll leave there.
Ranch truck. That sounds American.
My truck. That
sounds like
I'm
a man
my
who
truck
smokes
for
Reds.
a long time.
Yeah, that's the Marlboro Reds guy's dream. Unfortunately, he needs a few thousand more NQ points every so often days to make that dream happen. We're not there yet.
All right, so I said I would scalp longs above or in the 160s, and the market went to 160 and instantly to 200.
So did we get a statement or something, or is this the exact scenario off the week open that I wanted to get long but was too scared to?
I haven't seen a headline come out, so I think this is your scenario.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, as soon as we got over that LVN, it's kind of like I wouldn't want to short in front of that. And now you could try it again back at
Yeah,
200s.
but I thought they would at least like come down to the lower 150s, 140s before this happens,
Yeah.
Oh
They
wait,
just
Tracy
literally
said she
went to
posted the headline.
160
It's gone.
and
Oh, there's a
shot
headline
straight to
from
200.
Tracy.
Like, what are we supposed to do with that?
Okay. So there was a headline that's boosting this further, but yeah,
Yeah.
this is about as, I don't know. This is one of the reasons I said I don't have a good read, because you take away the headlines. This is a pretty smooth brain long here off the week open, but with headlines, it's not something I wanted to catch the knife there after that little drift down that XY was short from.
Dude, I was trying to close it out too on Tradeovate. I mean, we were like 18 points in profit. I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then, well,
Frintintin, congratulations on your first taco trade.
feels good,
You now
man.
are obligated, since you use that terminology, to pay for carne asada tacos and street tacos for everybody in the chat. That is I don't make the rules.
Wow, look at these buys.
Yeah, getting fun.
We are at the swing high time frame.
Also happens to be today's OR mid. I do look forward to actually having Claude look at my game plan from this morning and taking an export of today's price action and being like, all right, so how accurate were some of my initial reads from today, and actually like how well did I perform? Because I've never actually looked at something as simple as like the volume structure and like looking for trades that actually played off it without me actually taking any. So I'm curious to see. First write up I did, like, okay, how well and accurate was it?
It was like almost an equal high.
Yeah, that sucks.
This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We're just getting headlines. We have Pakistan chiming in.
Yeah. Tracy just put in the next headline that came out there about Pakistan requests Iran to open
Progressing steadily.
straight for 2 weeks.
Cool. Very cool. Very
Yeah,
legal.
Gary, that's one of the many reasons I think XY took the scalp, but we've kind of been sitting on our hands. It's a headline type of afternoon.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I mean, I just been
Tough to
scalping
trade.
with the order flow. If the tape gets decisive for even just a minute, you can make money. But
It's
anything
really like
beyond-
there's not much to do with this little last bit we had, but it was like you got long here, you're getting back long above that little LVN. Otherwise, yeah, I just didn't have a good read.
Well, there's no real read if
No.
it's headline driven. It just is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, technicals kind of go out the window on headlines.
David, you shorted a long-term crayon line level. It worked.
Ooh, long-term crayon, vintage crayon.
He didn't use crayon line. He said trend line, but I can't read trend line and not say crayon line. I don't make the rules.
Responsive bid.
How are you guys trading this environment? Well, right now I'm not. I'm not trading it at all.
Yeah, I mean,
bid.
if I was, I'm still trading it the same way I've been. We've been kind of headline risk, I feel, for a couple weeks now with the Iran stuff. So size down, scale in to areas that make sense is what my advice would be.
All you really need to do is really manage that risk.
Drop your affiliate code for Crayola. I mean, I think I'm slowly becoming Thanos with Infinity Stones of just the most absurd trader affiliate companies. If I could actually have like Buc-ee's and Crayola, I think that would be amazing. Unfortunately, I just don't think I'm their target influencer persona. Unfortunately, the mom bloggers are probably better targets for them.
Try to follow along with some scalps. Just ate 2 stops. I'm almost even. The bid is like really jumpy still.
Sellers brought us back down to test those 200s. 170s might get me interested in this. Be
Treasuries rallying.
Really quick hit.
I just don't. That's... Fraggle.
I don't know where to put this TP.
Maybe someday. Are you long?
Yeah, I got long to 12. I might have to just. Oh, I'm gonna tighten the wrist. That's for sure.
I mean,
Tighten it to 9 points here. Debating if I should put a stop break even.
310s, if not last week high. I don't know where else you could put it.
Yeah, honestly, I'll put it
just
at 9
higher.
Point.
No, maybe just take out 300, get above the IB high, and be happy.
See if they hold first. My stop is at 03, so I'm risking 9 points on here. I think they're gonna grab it right now. I'm gonna move it down to 4 points. It's really whippy. I want to add another one, but I don't want to put on that much risk. If we can access to 230s, this could probably just run off. Oh, man. Yeah. It's a no-go.
Oh, hey, business duck.
Oh, we got a duck?
We got a duck.
Still like the longs. Trying to see where they'll finally stop selling this. LVN's what, 1.8? Oh, they traded the LVN just now.
I just have a hard time not trying to long. I've had a hard time trying to long this since the dang conflict started. That's all I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
I guess I just have yet to find. I just have yet to see the market like finally price it in. It's well hedged. We've kind of just continued to drift down lower and lower. There wasn't that like capitulation day that gave me confidence to get long, but I did like my jokingly low of the year call at 23K, but I don't know.
You might have just swept me out to just finally go.
I have literally just done nothing but look for longs, I feel like, for 2 weeks.
All right. Back into 10.
Impossible to trade with all these headlines. Yeah, that's kind of what you were saying.
Just keep your risk managed.
When you're getting reactions from random nations in the Middle East, I mean, yeah, I think that's at the point where you kind of need to throw out logic and reason into some of your entries if you're trying to trade this. Otherwise, you just got to wait. Be patient for
a spot
more spots
that you can risk. small on. Yeah,
Yeah.
really all it is.
Where there's a lot of other people interested. Like entering in the middle of a daily range like this with no MGI or structure to kind of back it up. I mean, you're asking to get whipsawed by a statement or two. So yeah, you are actually trying to trade this. You got to wait a little bit.
See if I can get some ad. Got about 20 points on that already. But I think we can really run off. Waiting for the Dom to show me a spot that I can actually safely add. Not have to risk too much. About to close this candle. 9 seconds. This candle close is going to be everything here for me.
Oh, I just realized L period or M period. Method man, that's the smart thing to do on a day like this. You are green, there's no reason to put more at risk. Unless you're XY doing it for entertainment purposes only.
We're going to get that higher move.
Yeah, I think we are too. I tried to long this earlier, this exact spot, when I was coming into the green room. Got a very slow stop out.
Those are the worst.
I feel like I was like getting to my desk. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to long the opening range low, point of control there. It looks like it's holding, blah, blah, blah. And then it like kind of goes like 15 points in my favor and then just slowly drifts lower, 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 stop out. Which is fine. Since we flushed another 100 points, but.
Okay, who brought up the bald duck for me?
Wait, there was a bald duck?
You got a bald duck?
Wait. Can we?
It was somebody in the comments saying no bald duck for Joey. So now I feel like that's about to be a thing.
I was about to say, if I missed that meme by production and did not get a chance to comment on it, I was going to be upset. So it was not a thing. Now I kind of wish it is.
Now I feel like it's about to be.
Oh, we should do this. Like we could make it ridiculous. Like, can we just throw like a bald cap on, like a production level, like bald cap on business duck so it looks ridiculous? That'd be funny.
Jeez, bro.
But I still love that is now my new unfortunate reality of going to Target with my daughter. Is the dollar section has rubber ducks seasonally. As in, like, whatever the holiday is, they tend to have like St. Patrick's Day ducks, Easter ducks. They had Valentine's Day ducks, and they're all $1. And I thought it was funny during Valentine's Day to grab a few of them because she just kind of started liking rubber ducks. And now she knows exactly where they are. And if you pass that section, you have to hand her whatever the new ducks are.
Duck collector now.
Yes. She found her edge.
Are rubber ducks weakness. Back? Like that's.
I think unless you're a Jeep guy, they've always been back.
Dang. I wish I got filled my 206 second contract. But I don't want to say that. And then they're like, oh, okay, we'll fill that and some. I do think we're just consolidating up here and for a ramp up, but I don't want to fill anything above 210.
I mean, this is like the thickest volume node of the session anyway. This whole little area.
Be wild for us to retrace this candle. It's a big headline candle.
It's
That
not
would
out. It's
that would
definitely
explain the market.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be one of those things where like it's a nice rally, and if there's nothing to sustain it, it's like, all right, I guess it was nothing, and you go all the way back.
Yeah.
Got about 2 ticks from my my second contract there. Like, either fill it or go.
Oh, well, that good thing that opened on my other screen. I tried to look at what's in the chat or in the read room, and it opened. And I'm just thankful it was not on my screen out, because that would have been so good.
Another 5-minute candle going by.
There's no way y'all are doing me like that. Holy.
I'm just always impressed by the speed behind the scenes.
They
I know.
are fast. Yeah.
It's as if there's like 100 people back there just at the ready.
There's not. It's just a small team of passionate folks making this show what it is.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so much better.
Oh no, bro. No.
That one's worse.
I love it. No, I feel like that needs to be a thing. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
It's
dude.
too good.
There's no
It's
way
too good.
NT, you're doing me this way.
All right. Well, I am out of that for now.
Maybe we don't have to make it a thing, but I feel like that one needs to be seen by the masses.
Dude, that one is egregious. That one is.
Do we need to duck me right now?
I don't think we need to duck you. I just think we need to put it up as a
Just leave it on his. Yeah, just leave it on his
just for a
camera.
moment.
Boy, Nas still holding these 190s. Trying to hold the bid.
Yeah. Hate that it took me out of that, but so it goes.
You're welcome, chat. Now you can laugh at what we were laughing at in the green room.
Oh, there's no way.
That's
Hit
how
the
fast
likes.
production is. So hit the like.
Hit the
Make
likes.
sure you show your support for our lovely team behind the scenes. 'Cause
Custom duck.
they at least make us laugh. And that'll be the last time we see it. So enjoy.
Joey's just sent a cease and desist.
Dude.
You had it ready. ChatGPT'd it and sent it on over.
NinjaTrader really doing me dirty, bro.
That's not business duck. That is middle management duck. 'Cause that is every middle manager everywhere. Because business duck has like a great flow going, executive level, like C-suite level flow.
Am I being too greedy here?
I kind of want to buy this with you.
I'm trying to buy it.
I know. I'm like eyeing the longs too.
There you go. Yes, sir. All right. They're not making it easy. That's for sure.
Really tight stop though.
We could also just retrace the Pakistan news spike, which would not have been on my business card of something the market reacts to, but I guess any Middle Eastern nation in around there can weigh in.
They hold these 200s, get 222s.
Need to see above
Tracy, that makes
230.
sense.
It's like ES's order flow is a little opposite right now. It's pretty heavy on the buy side, but NQ's not so much. They're responsive in certain ranges, like they'll pop in and passively fill it. But ES, like they're lifting the offer. They're trying to buy the ask. So it's a little weird. Tape on NQ's a lot weaker here. But ES is still piling in positive delta, which means it's aggressive buying. They better get what they want, or there's going to be a lot of unwinding here. Still a lot. So NQ's tape is starting to respond. Yeah, ES is putting another 100 delta here. So I think we're okay. I think we're put a TP up
My
here.
TP is at 222s.
I'm looking for
220s.
230s.
A little bit more.
We should be able to get 230s, I think.
There we go. All right. That TP got filled.
All right, I'll take one off at 220s. Put this break even and go for the high. Well, finally, guys. They're doing the thing. Let's see if they can sustain.
Run it all the way back up to highs.
I mean, the order flow looks like they want to. They're lifting offer. They're very aggressive on the buy side. But that's kind of like the double-edged sword. When they're aggressive, they got to really be moving price. But if they put in all that effort and they get traded under, it's going to be nasty. So we just got to cross our fingers. Are you flat already?
Yeah, I took TP at 222.
Yeah, I wanted the 230s, but I negotiated one contract in the 220s. Had to negotiate, but I'm looking for a 100-point move possibly here to that high, the high of that candle, or break even on this. ES is coming back a tiny bit. Oh, we got algos soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say algos are coming up here in 7 minutes. It's in that time of day where I'm just even more scalpy. Buys do look good though. I mean, did you get 230s filled on?
I filled 220s on that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm looking for 298, so which is like the top of that candle that
Okay.
went by.
Yeah.
My stop is break even on this runner here. So market will make the choice.
I mean,
Be
either
cool
way,
if we get
you've locked in some.
yeah.
Yeah.
XY, how do you get such precise entries compared to price action traders
balls.
and vibes?
Yeah, it's the Dom. I don't know if you've
It's the
seen my
vibes.
YouTube. I pretty much showcase exactly how I use it on my YouTube channels. Even in the playbook that is free. Just go on my Twitter. All my links are on my Twitter. A free playbook where I do outline how I enter and engage with the market on the Dom. It's all there. Yeah. How many points did I get? Just get like 70 points on this? I did. What am I gonna do about it? Nothing. Might be idiotic, but this can run. Yeah. Oh, I got 60 something points.
Algos in 4.5 minutes.
When the market comes and takes me out break even and collapses, I won't be sad.
Nah.
But if it comes and takes me out break even and continues higher, I will be big sad. The biggest. Dude, the biggest.
The biggest of status.
The biggest. Oh,
whoa.
Hey, 100 points.
That's how I found out those pants were waterproof.
Holy.
Wow.
What a candle, dude.
I should have took off the take profit.
What a candle.
Dude, the likes.
This thing right here.
Need a violet. Yeah, these violins hitting right now. Yeah.
There was the
price did we get up
Pakistan's
to?
request for a 2-week ceasefire. So
Wish I could say that was skill, chat. I wish I could. We have a sushi tonight.
let's go. Dinner on XY.
Hey, man, they made me work for that. All news moves, absolutely.
Yeah. Still though, I mean, banger trade.
Yeah, I just gotta get lucky. My risk was very much capped. I mean, you guys saw me try to execute the longs. The risk is capped, and if the market blesses me, I get blessed, and I say thank you.
I mean, news or not, dude, he still had like a great entry with a plan behind it. So
right.
I mean,
yeah, that's always the important part.
Yeah,
this is proof, chat. Like you ain't gotta be smart to make money. Just be really risk focused. It'll work out. What's the news? All right, we got 5 spam messages. What's the news? It's right there from Craig Shapiro.
Literally. Guys, you don't have to spam anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, read the chat.
On top of that, chat, listen, hold on. I gotta refresh. Hold on. How many likes are we at on stream right now? Because we're getting close to algo time. Chat, we still don't even have 300 likes with 836 people watching. Everybody's making money on stream, and we still don't have the likes. We got to get the likes up, chat. What are we doing? We can get 350 easy. $350 easy, baby. Holy.
Well, now I feel dumb for not being long the week open.
Yeah, that long Nick was talking about.
That and not wanting to short this above 150.
This is the thing. When Nick calls a trade at max, it's a B plus. It can never be an A. It becomes an A when he's not in it. So if he's calling the move and it looks good and you see that he's not in it, get in at any price. Any price.
I hope in some way it validates that I'm also just sometimes not an idiot. I do sometimes know what I'm talking about, and what I'm seeing is actually true and accurate. I know sometimes I take trades, sometimes I just talk, but I do trade. This is real. I didn't just
Trump
make a
says
course for
Iran
the sake of
has
making a course.
Does that mean the other times you're asserting aren't intelligent? Hey, it's 50-50.
You never know.
That's the trick. That's what makes it interesting.
Wow, chat, y'all really ran the likes at 350. That's crazy.
Damn.
Are we at 350? Oh,
Yeah,
hell
850 watching.
Watching me get lucky.
Why would I be here if I didn't know how to trade? I mean, you're asking fair questions, but that isn't necessarily true for every trading personality that you see on the internet.
Well, this is also I do honestly believe that even if
Attention
you're not
traders,
good at trading,
it's algo time.
if you're really adamant on your risk management, you'll make money.
Mm-hmm.
We are playing with loaded dice. It really is. I don't know which way the market's going to go. I just know that if the market agrees with me here, I will get paid more than if it doesn't. And then I just do that a bunch of times. And that's it.
Kenderkin, yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. It's why trading works for me.
Man,
I may not be a smart man, but I can see patterns.
Oil saw a dump all the way down to 109. Retrace a lot of it.
Wait,
So
oil dumped to 101?
109.
Oh. I was going to say, how did I miss the absolute liquidation of everybody?
Facts. Yeah. Yeah. No, we dumped to 109, but I mean, still, that's quite the dump.
Yeah, all the on the game plan today, all the crude levels is like just pure volume stuff. So it was actually interesting because I don't watch and actively trade crude every single day, but just to like peel it all back, long time frame chart, volume profile, and be like, okay, here's a rough idea of what's happening. Obviously, a little different with headline risk completely dominating that market right now.
Offer
Sometimes
Sailor
that's
says
true.
he's never seen anyone as humble and smart as me. Half of that is true. I promise you. I'm not doing like some extraneous, crazy outlier like read on the market. I just kind of look at the inputs and it's binary. Market goes up and down. You just try to pick that spot where it's going to make a decision. Right now, it's going to make the choice where it goes from here because that's where you can allot your risk. That's where you can make that risk really small compared to everything else. But the issue is when you start to FOMO. If you miss that spot and now the plan is playing out and now you're waiting for, enough confirmation to continue and now you're in the middle of that range, your risk reward is skewed heavily. So that luck isn't going to really, the luck that you just saw me, benefit from, it isn't that good for you. You want to get in those spots. And that's all I'm doing. I'm waiting for those spots where I think, all right, from here, the market's making a choice. I'm going to find out if it agrees with me or not. And if it does, I'll probably be able to get this much in a runway. And if not, it's this. And I just spam that. That's all it is, spamming that.
You might ask like why I'm a volume profile trader in time or why XY uses it. I mean, this is about as simple as it get. Like you have the daily composite for the volume here. We have that rotation basically up here from like value area high. Where did we exactly stop just below the week open? Well, the session's value area low. And we just rotated all the way back to the other side from here. It can be that simple and smooth brain sometimes with the way with volume by price, that literally is just telling you exactly where interest and no interest exists in this current auction of the session.
It's easier, like you'll notice, like the people on stream, you'll notice, I would say at least a large majority are very humble. But I think it's easier to be humble when you fully understand, like market actually doesn't even care what you think. I operate within the market essentially in a way where it's like, I have no idea what I'm talking about. When I'm making a plan and I'm finally placing that execution, I already resign all control. I resign all sorts of ego. Like, this is what I think. And the market might turn around and say, you're an idiot, slap me across the face, take my money, and just walk off. It's totally a possibility. Once you understand those things, like, dude, we are just trying to roll loaded dice. We don't have a crystal ball. None of that is for real. when you understand that, it's easy to be humble because, hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I mean, you guys see it you guys see it all on stream here. I had a plan. I don't know who was on last Friday. I had a plan. Best plan ever. That thing was called the bottom. I even traded that bottom for a quick 100 points out the open, and the plan's playing out. I've got like a 300-point runway if the plan's working, and the plan's working. And what did I do? I faded the plan the entire time and lost like almost $5,000. That ain't smart.
I feel like
someone
my
like
worst
me,
days are that.
someone like me that does that can make money. You guys can all do it too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah, useless
always.
as I remember that. Like, dude, come on. Yeah, like that was ridiculous, right? But when you're on the right side, make sure the market pays you. So yesterday I made all that money already. And just on my last 2 runners, it covered more than what I lost on Friday. So when the market doesn't agree or when you're being an idiot, cut yourself out. Cut the loss. Stop it. And when you're on the right side and when the market agrees, it'll pay you. Loaded dice.
What's the
Hey, we had
baccarat
haters?
equivalent of loaded dice?
The markets. A stop loss. Having a stop loss makes your dice loaded. But hey, we had haters in the chat.
I don't know.
Did we? I didn't see any.
Man.
We had like the seventh dimension guy here last week when XY that was trying to call XY a bad trader.
Dude, when I saw your clip.
But that was how before it evolved into whatever it eventually became. That was like the first thing they said. It was basically
Dude, you
that.
know what? I'm not trying to engagement farm again. That was my like test. I was like, okay, I have a chance to try to see if engagement farming works without being a total asshole. And I lost like 5 followers. So I'm like, I'm not doing this again. So on Friday, I was like, oh, maybe if I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post my red P&L and see how people respond. Will I get more followers? I didn't. I lost more followers. So I'm like, I'm not engagement farming no more.
Wowzers.
Some dude was
Hey,
hating
Jim.
when I kept going
Hey,
along.
guys.
Jim.
Yo. Good job, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Well, is it a potential face-saving situation here with Pakistan coming to the rescue?
Looks that way.
I
Feels
think
that
it
way.
just changes on a dime. You
It
never
does.
know. And Big T likes to be the driving force in these things. So he might be like, look, Pakistan's getting way too much attention. I'm gonna take the wheel now, and I'm gonna announce this. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, but I think there needs to be an excuse for an extension.
Yeah.
So at this late time, this seems like a good excuse. I don't know.
I feel like we said it earlier in the program, Jim. We said, I think Joey was asking XY and I led with well, nothing ever happens, so likely an extension seems to track for that.
Sometimes you get lucky though, and then the thing happens out of nowhere.
Sometimes on a long enough time frame, something does happen, but usually the longer that time frame goes, nothing ever happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be logged in when the bell rings, at least for the first couple hours, and I'm adopting a keep my hands in my pocket rule. Do not hit the buy or sell button. Just
Do you trade
watch.
Globex, Jim? He didn't say no.
He's not. He's pleading the fifth because he's not saying anything.
He didn't say no. That's all. I got my answer. Don't worry about it.
I think we
Wait, I
actually
didn't hear
lost.
that.
I think we lost Jim. Oh, there he
Do
is.
you trade
There he
Globex?
is.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Oh, why wouldn't
'Cause
I?
it's
Why would
martini
you? That's how
o'clock,
I feel.
Jim.
It's so slow.
All right.
It takes
let
an
me just
hour to do like 3 minutes. What RTH would do.
Well, but don't forget, I'm old and slow anyway, so it matches my personality.
Jim,
Plus-
do you trade like all the sessions? Do you trade Globex, London, Asia?
I mean, well, okay. So I go to bed early. Like, I'm in bed super early. I'm in bed by 9, 10 latest. I'm up at 5. So there's that window there where, no. But if there's an opportunity, if something's happening, I feel like I'm on the, I'm zoned in on something. Yeah, I'm going to take a peek.
I just didn't know if you had the alerts set up to wake you up at certain times in the night.
No. Those days are well past me. I started trading the London IB actually when my second son was born. That some evil person invented this device called the breast pump where you could store the breast milk in the refrigerator, which was meant that the dad had no excuse to feed the baby in the middle of the night. It was an evil invention hoisted upon us. So sure enough, kid number 2 didn't sleep a lot. So 2 a.m, I'm, feeding the baby, trading British pound. I had to be up. So you have to make lemonade when you got a lemon, man. There we go. Bell rang, 66.50. Right. Is that the Globex close yesterday? And yes. It might be.
That's a 500 lot on NQ.
We closed at the ES, pretty close to the ES. Yesterday's close. Globex close. Speaking of Globex. Wow. It's a lot of drama. We had like a 90
So you're going to
handle
be
range.
in about 2 hours. You're going to be ready to go, ready to fire off something, Jim.
Yeah, I already hit the gym. I'm ready to. We'll see. No, I'm not. I told you I was going to keep my hands in my pocket today. I think that's good advice. I think there's going to be some extreme news. I think there's going to, and then even when that extreme news hits, you don't really know how to interpret it immediately. So I'm going to have my hands in my pocket, but it'll be good to watch.
So is this like an actual statement being released?
That's the opposite, Metamu. I went with the program. I accepted my fate. Anyway.
Wait, yeah, is Trump speaking live or is it just a statement gonna be released?
Probably both.
Yeah.
What time is it supposed to be? Like literally in an hour?
Apparently Fox News already said he declined to comment on Pakistan's 2-week deadline from Fox News that just came out, but we'll see.
Trump tells Fox the U.S. is in heated negotiation. Okay.
Yeah, but that's better than no negotiation, I think. Anyway, great job today, guys, as usual. Let's give these guys a round of applause. Man, that was spot on. Mission Control's like, you guys are overtime already. Hurry up, wrap it up.
They were ready. The button was ready to be pushed.
So tomorrow we have a new guest, special guest. I don't know this person. I haven't met her yet, and I'm going to butcher her name right now, but I'm going to try. Aya Berwila. She's an analyst professor, and I'm going to read you the top of her handle. Welcome to the jungle for Zougla.gr, that's Greek. Arguments welcome. Any resemblance to a Greek goddess is purely coincidental. So we have a potential Greek professor joining us tomorrow, and it looks like she does specialize in international stuff, which is especially energy. So that's exactly what we want to talk about. So she's going to be with us. Tape Talk is farm. Trade the open. We're going to start with the prop talk. That's always fascinating, by the way, because both Kane and Leo are dialed in. They're going to be talking about it. Then they're going to be trading the open, and they're going to be joined by 2 of you guys. Nick and XYZ are joining Kane and Leo temporarily to trade the open, and then Kane and Leo are dropping off, and then Stowe's joining you guys. So Stowe, Nick, XYZ, midday markets, then trading the close. Oh, wait a second. We got a lot of stuff tomorrow. Trading the close, Tanya, Selma, and Jack. Looking forward to that. But then we have a special retail therapy session with Jared Tendler. Jared, 4 o'clock, is going to be with us. He's awesome. But if you haven't seen Jared, you want to definitely see. You want to stick around. 4 o'clock tomorrow. And you know who's going to be with him? We have Selma's going to be with him at 4:05. Selma's going to be guest one, and then guest two is a customer. Her name is Elizabeth. So, and that's going to go all the way until 5 o'clock. So that's a huge day tomorrow, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, there's going to be fireworks. Plus, there's going to be market movement. And hopefully, we have a ceasefire. Let's pray for that. All right. Having said all that, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, NinjaTrader Live community. We love you. I do want to remind you of the most important message of the day. Please be safe out there. Be good to each other. See you soon.
Thanks, chat.
Later, guys.